Hi there, my name is Sarah McClure and I'm the chef, owner, and pitmaster of Southside Smokehouse in Landrum, South Carolina. For those of you not familiar with South Carolina, it's in a lovely little corner of the United States that's known for its sunny weather, wide beaches, great golf, and of course, delicious barbecue. In fact, South Carolina is the birthplace of barbecue, which is what we're going to be talking a little bit about today. Every year, people come to South Carolina from all over the world to relax and dig into our famous barbecue. And one of the big reasons why it's so special is because it's a deeply entrenched cultural tradition and a style of cooking meat that goes back 4 centuries to the early settlers and the Native Americans. So it goes without saying that people here are serious about their barbecue. And in South Carolina, pork is king. We cook over wood coals and we take our time by smoking our barbecue using a method called slow and low, which you're about to learn a little more about right now.
Barbecuing to me is cooking meat slow over coal, and my old slogan is, if the fat ain't dripping on the coals, it's not barbecue. Southerners are low and slow anyway. We kind of take it easy. We don't get jumping up and excited, and barbecue's the same way. Most people just don't take the time to do it right.
You just gotta watch it, keep the temperature right, and just cook it slow and low. That's about all you can do. The slower the better.
It's about the simplicity of leaving something alone. Don't change it. There's just some things that I think are worthwhile of keeping it the way it originally started from, and the guy that actually did it from the backyard, and he wasn't looking to get famous out of it or anything like that. He just wanted to take that piece of meat and make it the absolute best that it can. And I think it can only be achieved by, a lot of hours and low temperature.
We try to cook around 230, 240, and for a long time, and it's like we were talking about Southern life. I mean, just laid back, don't get in a hurry. Now there's times you may have to push it a little bit if you're running late because you gotta have it out. But overall, it's just a matter of just taking your time with it and cooking it, kind of babying along.
Cooking barbecue is a slow process, and I think living in this area and actually being involved with the barbecue, it's a laid back atmosphere. The original people that barbecued were farmers, and that was a family thing. So people from the community would come together and they'd cook a whole hog or they would cook their meat, and they would get together and socialize. And I think that's the whole idea, especially from our area, and I think maybe that's what makes South Carolina barbecue different.
Family and friends and food, that's what it's all about. That's the Southern way of life, it's just family, friends, and food.
We want people to slow down and talk and be with your family. But if you need to go to the big city, then hey, it doesn't take long to get there at all. But we just got a certain feel about it, kind of being in the country. And yeah, we get a little aggravated sometimes when a tractor gets behind us and we want to get somewhere and we're going 10, 15 miles an hour. But that's kind of nice. Because you know what, we all need to slow down sometimes and say, hey, we're going in too big a hurry. And it kind of helps me remember that it's better sometimes just to take it a little bit easier and enjoy the ride.
So as you can see, our barbecue is good because we literally put a lot of time into cooking it just right. And by the way, here's a little insider tip. A good Southerner would never fire up the backyard grill and say they're going to barbecue some hamburgers. Grilling is a very different kind of fast, high heat cooking, and there's no disputing that. What there is dispute about, however, is the sauce that you do or don't put on your barbecue. The good thing is there's no right or wrong, just personal preference. And because South Carolina is home of the 4 official sauces, you can always find a sauce that suits your tastes. Whether everyone agrees on it or not is another matter.
Most people can offer you a choice of sauce. And when I see that, I always want to ask them, do you not have a sauce that you're proud enough of to put on the meat? While it's hot, when you sauce it, it sucks the sauce in, plus the meat stays moist. You never have a problem with dry meat. That is our sauce, that's the only one we offer. And we built a huge business off of it.
I wouldn't eat at a barbecue place that puts sauce on anything first. We put no sauce on anything. That's up to you when it comes to the table. We just like the fact that you should be able to take that meat and taste it first, And if you put sauce on it in the back, you really don't know what you're getting. We like to see people try one of everything, because somebody that thought they never did like a certain kind may actually be turned on to something that they had no idea that they could or would like.
Well, the pretty lady, she's the mustard base. In South Carolina, the mustard based sauce is tradition. Most folk that are from South Carolina, they want mustard based. And then the sexy lady is the tomato base. You have some people from up north that love the red based barbecue sauce. And then we have the vinegar red, which is a vinegar base. The beauty of it is we don't put any of the sauces on the meat. You know, that's left up to the customer themselves.
You know, we give you the sauce on the side, so you basically choose the sauce you want and put it on yourself. But a lot of people don't even use the sauce, so it's one of those things.
We have 3 vinegar bases, mild, hot, and extra hot. You know, we have a sweet ketchup base that you can choose, and we have a mustard base also. But you know, you get to choose. We don't put any sauce on except for the wet ribs. We do sauce them and glaze them and get them hot and caramelize them before we serve them. But that's the only thing that comes with sauce on it.
I think sauce is a personal condiment, and you know, it's arguable and regional and whatever, but my Ted's Red to me is a perfect complement to what I have to offer, and that's my preference. I cook it the way I like it, and here again, I'm not saying my way or the highway. You have choices.
So I hope this little discussion has made you hungry, but no meal is complete without a little something to wash it down. And here in South Carolina, we love our craft beer almost as much as we do our barbecue. Thank you. Whether it's a smooth golden lager, a Belgian-style wheat, or a hoppy IPA, we put our own South Carolina spin on beer by using unique local ingredients. So here's a little more temptation for you to come and visit us.
If you love craft beer, you're coming to the right place. If you hate beer, you're coming to the right place, because there's so many different styles that you're going to find something that suits your fancy.
It's a small artisan process. It's back to your grandfather's lager.
South Carolina beer is probably one of the most under-recognized in the country. All from the mountains down to the coast through the Midlands, there are some wonderful beers being made.
Thanks for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about what makes South Carolina barbecue so special. Of course, the best thing you can do is come here and discover how it tastes for yourself. In fact, we even have a barbecue trail that you can follow for the best barbecue spots in South Carolina, from the coast all the way to the mountains. And if you're ever in Landrum, be sure to stop into Southside Smokehouse, and I'll personally serve up a heaping plate of our very best barbecue.